Hello, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started with a reading for you. Messages from our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Spirit, what is the most important messages that we need to hear from our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors? Got one that just flew across the floor. Okay. Let it face down, so I'm going to put it back in. Spirit, please show me. God dang it. Okay. To the Seas wanted to come out now twice, just FYI. What do we got here? We got blessed, but in the upright this time. Yesterday, it was in the reverse. Okay. To be fair and higher power. Bottom of the... 3 times. Bottom of the deck. To the sea. Wants to come out. It's coming out regardless. So, because it came out that many times, there's going to be something in the book that wants to be heard. So I'm going to read it from there. Start off the reading. Being in the flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. I think right now, the main message is if you are willing to go with the flow and realize what I think a lot of you have realized what a blessing that is. You know, a lot of the times life kind of takes over, right? And it's like, no, you got to go here and you got to go there. And, you know, something outside of yourself is so in control. It could be your business is in, you know, or your boss is in control, or your parents are in control, or a spouse is in control, or, you know, children are in control. And it's like, at this point, for you, you're the one in control. And that's what this is telling you. And if you're not, then make sure that you are working towards that, where somebody else doesn't have control over your time, your energy, you know. So it can feel a little lonely, because I do look at her and I see her with her arms crossed, but I also see her like, it's almost like I almost get like finding someone to show you how much of a blessing this truly is. Horn just honked right when I said that. So it's like, this is actually a blessing. It's not a curse. It's not a punishment. It's a blessing. And if you look, pick up your head and look forward, just like that other one is doing. Pick up your head and look forward. I feel like this is also, to be fair, okay? This is about honesty. This is about balancing out your life. We are in that Libra South Node eclipse. You know, we do have that energy going on, Aries, Libra. This is Libra to me, being that it looks like the Justice card. So this is about fairness, balance, equality. You know, we have 2 number 4s here. 22 adds to a 4, and we also have the number 4. And this talks about a higher power. This is your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors that are here. And I feel like there is a higher power that is bringing in balance. And I feel intuitively, you know this. Listen, you know, when you go through an awakening, it can be a very lonely space. It's like where you have to sacrifice even the smallest of things, all the way to the biggest of things, including family, friends, and just life as you knew it. But there is a higher power, God, Goddess, you know, Buddha, whatever it is that you believe in, Allah, you know, there is a higher power that is guiding you. And I get it. It feels lonely at times. It feels very lonely at times when you're sitting here all by yourself. It's like you're in a bubble hovering over everyone else. And it can feel like, you know, maybe there was a time where you could only see like what was right out in front of you. And now you're able to just kind of see from a higher perspective, you know, what that was all about and why you had to go through that loneliness. Because I do get a sense of loneliness because each one of these cards has one person in them. Not that they're not being watched over. I do feel like you do have, you know, again, we have our guides. See there, that face right there? And then we've got another face right here in her dress, right there. See? And then we have another face. Right there. Watching. See? You are being watched over by your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Even though it may feel like, and I'm definitely feeling, you could have a million people around you. It's not that you are alone. You could have a million. Whenever you go through eclipses, especially when they're in your sign, it can make you feel so fucking lonely. You could have a million people surrounding you that absolutely adore and love you and show you each and every day. But you could feel so alone. Like nobody is there. Nobody understands you. But there's a bigger purpose for what it is that you are being guided towards. And all you have to do is just go with it. This is going to, you know, if there was an injustice that had been done, trust me, there's a higher power out there that sees all the people that treated you like shit, that sees all the things that have been going on around you, things that maybe you were incapable of seeing because you were just guiding gliding around on this boat. So many people who didn't value you. Well, guess what? This higher power saw that. And trust me, they don't get it wrong. They don't get it wrong. They know. I got a new tarot deck from a girlfriend of mine, Shelly. So I'm going to use that and see what we got here. Let's get one message. One message from our spirit allies. Spirit. One message from the spirit allies. What is the most important message? All right, we got Pisces energy here. So Pisces energy is, you know, it's definitely very spiritual energy. And that's what I'm really getting here. It is the number 60. Let's go ahead and read that. It's the last card, and it says, I am an artist. Paint smeared and incense burning, Pisces sits in front of their canvas, painting a wild array of colors and abstract shapes. They're in their own world and enjoying every minute of its wild creativity. Pisces embraces their art because they know that it is unlike anyone else's. You too are an artist, whether you embrace it or not. Art can take on many forms, whether that's songwriting, painting, gardening, or even cleaning. You are the artist of your life. Allow yourself to experience bliss in even the most chaotic of creative expressions. Pisces encourages artistic release and understands how vital it is to color outside the lines and explore the boundaries of imagination. Enter your own dream world and bring its contents to the forefront. Let your imagination run wild and take a few moments to escape from your daily routine. Pisces will love whatever it is that you create. And if you want a journal prompt, it will say, what creative outlet would you like to explore? So maybe that's what this is. This is about you going out. And it's funny how we've got the boat, we've got the fish. Okay. What creative endeavor would you like to go out and explore? Maybe for some of you, it's like maybe you haven't been on a boat ride in a long time. Maybe it's time for you to get out there. Maybe for some of you, it's about going fishing. For some of you, it's like fishing in different ponds when it comes to people, places, and things. You know, maybe it's time for you to, you know, open up to new creative possibilities. I feel like, you know, if there has been any type of injustice done, don't worry about it. Like, just get back to your creativity and let the universe take care of them. Let the universe serve the karmic justice that's coming for them, because that's exactly what this card talks about, is karmic justice for everyone involved. So to be fair, if somebody's treating you like shit, they're going to get their karmic justice. Even if that karmic justice means that you don't come around anymore. You rather go off by yourself and do your own fucking thing. That's to reset the balance of the scales. Okay? It might not feel like it, but at the end of the day, this is a blessing. This is a blessing. Trust me. You know, if your work isn't treating you fairly, they're going to get their karma. Their doors will get shut down. So there is karmic justice, and, you know, fairness will be served. Being that we have that full moon in Cancer today, we have 2 number 4s, and Cancer rules the 4th house. This could have to do with home and family for some of you. Friends that feel like family, but it feels like, you know, for some of you, this is about home. The mother is also watching out over you. I just heard some of you, you don't want your mother watching out over you. Like, and for some of you, you feel like maybe your mother is at a distance from you. Maybe you've had to travel to go see your mother. And for others of you, your mother is who is watching over you. This full moon in Cancer has a big highlight on the mother. And being that we have the 2 4s here, for some of you, you're isolated from your mother. For others of you, your mother lives at a distance from you. And for others of you, your mother has passed. Maybe you'll dream of the mother because Pisces also rules the dream world. Bringing in your mother's traditions around the holiday time for those of you who celebrate the holidays. Even if your mother couldn't be with you, she's still watching over you in one way, shape, or form. What is this blessed? What is the blessed card, Spirit? Please show me. Amanda got me these cards. So the blessed is the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, but they both came out in the reverse. I feel like, you know, you're giving up worry and heartache anymore. You know, you're seeing the blessing in these situations. If you're having to glide away from certain people, look at how beautiful these cards are. This is the 9 and 10 of Swords. Doesn't look very scary now, does it? They're very beautiful cards, but this is where we are coming out of that worry. We're coming out of pain. We're coming out of sadness. We're just dropping the swords. We're not going to sit and dwell on it all the time. And, you know, whatever has to happen, it will happen. And you know that the universe has your back, and whatever is happening is a blessing. What is the to be fair? Wow, we got 3 cards to be fair. We've got the 9 of Cups, we've got the Magician, and the 4 of Cups. So the to be fair, I get the Justice, and it is the number 38, which is an 11, and the Justice card is an 11. So this is about, with the 9 of Cups and the Magician, this is manifesting your wishes. You're definitely manifesting your own happiness. It's like you have all the tools. Wow, this is like magical spiritual energy here. You know, maybe there's something that you're just no longer giving to. You're not accepting offers from anymore, because that's what the 4 of Cups represents. You're only accepting offers from things that truly make you happy. And that's just to be fair. Like, just to be fair to yourself. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how other people, you know, you have to be fair to self. Especially if people weren't fair to you. With the 4 of Cups. What's the higher power? What is the higher power wanting to tell us? What is the higher power wanting to tell us, Spirit? Got multi-cards on all of these. 8 of Cups, yeah, 10 of Wands. The higher power is saying, walk away, put it down. You're walking away from something and you're putting down a heavy burden. And it's an emotional burden at that. This is something that, you have emotional currency in. What do we've got at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, Seven of Cups. Something that you've been racking your mind around. Something emotional. There's a lot of cup energy here. A lot of emotion. And I'm not surprised because we have that Cancer full moon. And we've got Pisces here. We got the Nine of Cups. We've got the Eight of Cups, Ten of Wands. We've got the Four of Cups. We've got the Pisces card. So and then we've got the Two, the Sea. So there's a lot of emotion that is surrounding this. And bottom of the deck, we've got the Seven of Cups. I think for a lot of you, you're just no longer doing things in a very traditional way. I think that, all traditional, and I've seen that, with Pluto and Capricorn since 2008 up until, January 2024, and then it'll go back into Aquarius, and then it'll go back into Capricorn, and then it'll finish out its day, and then it'll go back into Aquarius November of next year for 19 years. You'll never see Pluto again in our lifetimes. I think the next time it comes back into Capricorn will be the 2200s. We won't be here for that. Well, we can incarnate if we want to, So we may be here. I'm not going to rule that out. But, I think that the traditional family values have been completely torn apart. There is no more because it's been opposing Cancer, which is the mother, and Capricorn. It's been in Capricorn, which is the father, the matriarch and the patriarch. You don't even see families together anymore. Like, what are you doing this Christmas? You spending time with family? Or do you even want to? Not everybody is. Some people still have some of their traditions. They're just not the same. It doesn't feel the same. Things feel forced anymore. And I think that that's kind of what some of the things that we're doing is like, it's okay. That's what the higher power is telling you is like, you're co-creating with spirit right now. And I feel like spirit is going to help you walk away from anything that no longer serves a purpose to you. With the Ten of Wands here, this is about putting down any burdens, anything burdensome to you. Then Amanda got me these beautiful cards. They're mushroom deck too. I got some new decks, that's for sure. All right, Spirit, what other messages do we have for the collective? Oh gosh, yeah, we've got death. Yeah, we've got death. It's on its side. So there are endings. There are certain things. Five of Wands. You're done with petty conflicts, petty fights. You'd rather be off by yourself than deal with, ridiculousness, I feel like. And that's just to be fair to yourself. And, why would we want to go round and round with people in certain situations that just don't make you feel happy? At the end of the day, it's been real, it's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. So let's just go ahead and jump off the merry-go-round. Let's just, rebalance out, because I get a lot of duality here. I am getting duality. And the Seven of Cups is like, well, what do I do next? What are my other options? What else is there to do? I am going with the flow, but I'm confused. I don't know where this is taking me. I don't know. Trust me, wherever it is, you're going to love it because that's what the cups represent. You're walking away from things that you just don't have any more emotion in. It's like, it's not that you don't have emotion because the Eight of Cups says, I have a lot of emotion for this situation, but it's not paying off. It's not paying off. It's not making me happy. So, and it's creating conflict. And so I need to let it die. Well, when you let it die, it's like, what new is going to come in? And I think that that's a lot of the time we want to know, what's going to come in and take its place. Yeah, see, the Hermit and the Three of Swords. So the Hermit is about pulling back and doing some introspection, and the Three of Swords is about cutting people off, cutting situations off, letting things go. Because of pain, you've been hurt. Somebody stabbed you in the back, somebody, it's like, Queen of Wands, somebody here just, standing in their power. Standing in your power is what you're doing. But yeah, look at these cards. The Hermit and the Three of Swords. Look how beautiful these are. Yeah. It's almost like, you even look at the pain of the world and it's almost like, you're just seeing, we see such an injustice of all the stuff that's even going on in the world. And it's like Spirit's letting us know, like, we're not alone. You might feel all alone right now for some of you. It is holidays, and this is about the time where everybody's emotions, everybody looks back at the last of the year. They look at all the things that aren't going to make it into 2024 with them because 2023 was, it was a wash. But you have to do what's fair for yourself. You have to do what's right for yourself. For a lot of you, it's like once you let something go and you're on this, like, whenever the universe starts taking shit away from us, it's because it's about ready to set us up with some really cool shit. You just have to be ready for that really cool shit to come in, like a really awesome relationship. So it's like if relationships aren't working out and, people aren't what they aren't, who they say they are, and you're willing to make that sacrifice, you'll go for a lull. It's almost like as soon as you decide, fuck it, I'm never getting in a relationship again, is when they send you the love of your life. Like once you say, God, I can't take this freaking company anymore, all of a sudden you have this spark of an idea of what you could be doing. It takes you getting to that point for everything to just kind of turn around. We are going into an 8-year next year too, which is about material manifestation. So 8s are actually really good numbers. We do have the 8 of Cups here. And so we are headed into, it is going to be a weird year next year. I'm not going to lie. Like, don't think because it's an 8-year and it's material manifestation, that means you're going to have to do the work. You can't just sit around and do nothing and get paid. That's not how this works. For some of you, you can, not everybody, but everybody who's been putting in the work the last few years is the one that's going to get the payoff. The ones who have just kept their nose to the grindstone, didn't listen to anybody when everybody was trying to tell them, like, maybe you should do this or you should do this, or you just continued sticking by with whatever it is that you felt you needed to do and you just kept going. I see a ladybug here twice. Okay, I do see 2 ladybugs. Ladybugs are about luck. They're about love, even for a lot of you. Ladybugs, look up ladybugs, the spiritual meaning of the ladybug. You could see a ladybug. For some of you, dandelion or dandelion root would be good for you. I'm also getting obviously mushrooms. Maybe for some of you, maybe you're adding mushrooms to your diet, or you're eating more mushrooms, or taking like reishi or mushroom supplements, or drinking mushroom coffee now. I also see a little turtle in the background too. So turtles could be of importance. Maybe it feels like things have been very slow. It does look like that because you're not really seeing anything like moving quickly. But things are moving. Spirit's just saying, listen, we want to take you with us, but there's certain people, places, and things that can't be taken with you. I'm going to leave that here, you guys. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. Merry Christmas to all of you guys. And if you are spending Christmas alone, it's not a bad thing. It's actually, you know what? It's quieter, it's cheaper, and you're not in the midst of all the other shit that's, for some of you, just don't worry about it. Don't get depressed. Don't get sad. Just get prepared for next year. It is a full moon, so just honor that space with this full moon that we're in right now. That can be a lot of emotion that's coming up, and we could be reminiscing about old times and have some nostalgia to go along with it. So it does hit its peak tomorrow, but we're in it today. So anyway, you guys, I love you all so much. Give it a thumbs up if it resonates. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow.